Hey friends, sit back, relax, and let's dive into Fight the Fury, My Demons. Also, big shout out to Gage for requesting this one.
Creep in my head every night. They come to shred all my dreams and I bled on my bed. Why is this my life?
That was different for John, man. Ooh. Man, this is some Slipknot shit, dude.
Something wrong with me. These chains around me. Sinking. What you did to me. I can't let go.
I love John, man.
I can't forget what you know you've done. I hope you're happy wherever you are. 'Cause you're the reason I'm afraid of the dark. I go to sleep with my demons. The best is always away. They seek the calls, take it deeper, they all come from
Yeah, I can't dig this.
I go to sleep with my demons. Creep in my head every night. They come to shred all my dreams and I bled on my
How big did these guys get? Because I dig this. The squealies. I love the vocal interplay.
Just was good. I have a different life where I can sing close and close my eyes. I hope you're happy wherever you are.
I love this pre-chorus too.
The reason I'm afraid of the dark. I go to sleep with my demons. The best is always away. They seek the calls, take it deeper. They all come from feeding inside of me. I go to sleep with my demons. Creep in my head every night. They come to shred all my dreams and I bled on my bed. Why is this my life?
Breakdown? Ooh.
Why is this my life? I can't close my eyes. Why is this my life? I can't close my eyes.
Oh! I was not expecting this. Is this the same guitarist as Skillet, the lead guitarist?
I hope you're happy wherever you are.
Yeah, that's my favorite part of the song,
The
man.
reason I'm afraid of the dark.
Ooh.
I go
Nice
to sleep
songwriting.
with my demons. I go to sleep with my demons. The best is always away. They seek the calls, take it deeper. They all come from feeding inside of me. I go to sleep with my demons. Creep in my head every night. They come to shred all my dreams and I bled on my bed. Why is this my life? Why is this my life? I can't close my eyes. Why is this my life? I can't close my eyes.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was Fight the Fury, My Demons. This one kind of reminded me lyrically of Glitch by Parkway Drive quite a bit. But man, Gage, this is awesome. Like, I really love, because obviously, you guys know, I love Skillet, man. Holy crap, I love Skillet. And John, I just think is such an unreal vocalist. Like, I love the grit in his voice, and I just love, he's also like, you know, I've said this so many times, I feel like I'm a broken record at this point, but he is so good at creating memorable melodies. Like, everything he sings is so catchy. You know what I mean? His chorus is just soar. You know what I mean? And I love this different side of him too. Like, you know, really, this is kind of similar to Skillet, not gonna lie. It's the instrumentals that make this different. It's that kind of Slipknot kind of thing going on that makes it feel a bit more fresh, you know what I mean? Different than Skillet. But then again, even Skillet, like we've heard, is so versatile, you know what I mean? Awake and Alive, and then Hero, and then Surviving the Game, and just like all of their stuff. I just love how unique Skillet is and how their sound has a lot of elements to it. But this was sick. This was just like a really nice change of pace. And, you know, I think this is important. You know, like Corey Taylor with having 2 side projects, or Slipknot, Stone Sour. You know, Bjorn Strid of Soilwork does the same thing. Night Flight Orchestra, Soilwork. Like, I think it's important for these artists to have different outlets for different sides of themselves. Because I think if they don't, they end up getting complacent and they stop growing. So I love that John has this outlet as well as Skillet to kind of keep things fresh. But man, love the energy of this one. Oddly enough, the pre-chorus of this is my favorite part. I actually think the pre-chorus is a bit catchier than the chorus. I love it all, but like, I was just surprised by just how catchy that was. But yeah, this was sick. And let's jump in the lyrics now with this one. All right, we're back with the Lyrical Breakdown. So what have the artist said about the song? John Cooper said, "My Demons is the first song that I wrote for the project about 5 years ago when I first had the idea to start Fight the Fury. It's a good taste for fans because it's got all the ingredients of the band: aggression, melody, screaming, angst, a touch of progressive rock." I'd like to see more of that, actually. I want to see... Progressive rock doesn't need lead guitar, but I definitely, like, that's one thing I feel like I'd like to see more of in Skillet's music is lead guitar. As a metal guy, you know, I just... Again, Parkway Drive, one of my favorite bands. Like, I just love the guitar work, you know what I mean? I love the soaring melodies, the larger-than-life feeling. Like, this is very frenzied chaos. I'd love to see more kind of progressive elements of song structures that take you on a bit more of a journey, because this was very much like a single. But then again, this is a single, so they want it to be more simple. It touches on some dark themes that can be related in general to most people's individual struggles in life. However, I wrote it specifically for those who have been victims of abuse. Some scars run so deep that we never fully heal. My hope is that through the lyrics, people will vent their anger and see that there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Hey man, I can relate to that. There's literally times, like yesterday, I had one of those days. I had a rough day yesterday. I felt like a lot of pressure and felt like, yeah, it's one of those days where I look at my life and how far I've got, and I'm like, man, I have massive dreams. Like, you know, I want to create like a multimedia empire. You know what I mean? I want to fund up-and-coming musicians, movies, TV shows, authors, just huge things, like make like $100 million a year. And I look at, like, you know, how I'm doing well on YouTube. Like, you know, I've got 56,000 subscribers in 2 years across my channels. But even then, I'm like, man, how am I going to get to like the big stuff? You know what I mean? And it was just a rough day, and I just kind of felt like I lost a bit of hope. Like, I was like, you know, am I enough to get to where I want to go? Is there something fundamentally wrong with me that will hold me back from achieving my dreams? And then sure enough, I woke up this morning feeling good, and I was like, okay, I can do it. But it's like, you know, every once in a while, I'll just have like a day or a week where something will be a catalyst for a downward spiral. And I'll just go down, like, and I'll start to ask myself questions of, like, can I achieve my dreams, you know? So I can relate to John there. But, wow, he wrote the song almost 5 years before the song's release. And then, wow. But let's jump up into the lyrics here for a moment. I go to sleep with my demons, creep in my head every night. They come to shred all my dreams, and I bleed on my bed. Why is this my life? Why? Something's wrong with me. Yeah, man. Oh, that comes in with me every little bit. It doesn't stay that long, because luckily I have a good support system. I have great friends. I have great people in my corner fighting for me. You know, a lot of you guys in the community and community members, friends, that kind of thing. Like, I have a lot of good people that when I ask, like, hey, is this crazy? Like, are my dreams a bit crazy? And they go, nah, like, you can do it. Like, I literally had a conversation with one of my best friends the other day, and I told him, I was like, hey, man, I just feel like, sometimes I feel like I don't know if I can make it. And he's like, dude, you're literally one of the best podcasters I know. Like, he talks to billionaires for a living, like in Silicon Valley. And, you know, he came on the podcast. He's like, dude, like literally your podcast, like I've been interviewed by some of the top podcasts. He's like, your podcast is my favorite. Like and he's like, dude, the feedback I got from people on that podcast was exceptional. And you don't know because they don't tell you because they're my friends, not your friends. But he's like, dude, like people love that podcast. And yeah, I blush. I was like, thanks, dude. I need to hear that. I need to feel like I'm doing something okay. Because a lot of the time you just feel like you're fumbling around in the dark, you know? But yeah, something's wrong with me. These chains around me sinking. What you did to me, I can't let go. I'm bleeding. You tear me into a million cuts. I can't forget what you've done. I can't forget what you know you've done. I hope you're happy wherever you are, because you're the reason I'm afraid of the dark. The abuse. Yeah, this is my father. You know, I don't want to give anybody ownership over my emotional mental state, but definitely, man, like my scars are from my upbringing. You know, from, you know, being criticized so often growing up and being told that like fundamentally, like, or at least how I heard it growing up was like, you're not good enough. Like who you are is fundamentally not good enough. You got to do something else. You got to be someone else. You know, I often, you know, one of my demons is I feel like I'm too sensitive. I feel like there's something broken in me. Like I care too much. When people criticize me, it hurts too much. And, you know, I just, there's this feeling in me, like, I don't want to just say, fuck you. I feel like that's too easy. And I feel like that doesn't get to the heart of why I hurt when someone criticizes me, especially someone that I look up to or something. It's like, sometimes I just ask, like, yeah, why does this hurt me so much? I wish I could encase myself in stone like some people. And at the same time, there's a part of me that's aware that goes, definitely don't encase yourself in stone because you'll go numb. And then you'll just want to kill yourself because you can't feel anything. Because my cousin, obviously, as I always say, committed suicide when he was 18. So it's like, I had this tug of war in between me where part of me thinks I'm too sensitive. The other part of me knows that I'm who I need to be. But it's like trying to find the middle where I accept my sensitivity and I don't let it cripple me. It's like I'm trying to figure that out in the middle because it's tough sometimes. It's tough sometimes when you feel like you fucked up and then you feel all this shame and guilt and like you can't even look that person in the eye because you feel like such a failure. You know what I mean? Like I still happened to me this morning. Like not like intense, but like, yeah, like I kind of messed up this morning with somebody and yeah, like I had to like take a double check with myself, be like, hey man, I know you're looking for forgiveness from them, but really I think you're looking to forgive yourself. And you're looking for an excuse from them. You're looking for them to tell you it's okay so you can forgive yourself. Because like a lot of the time I feel like I need to be forgiven. Because I do want to be forgiven from the voice in my head that's scolding me. You know what I mean? And I think that I need to be forgiven by someone else, but really I'm just looking for an excuse to forgive myself. You know? Yeah, I go to sleep with my demons. The past is always awake. They sink their claws digging deeper. They all come for feeding inside of me. Take my demons away. Yeah, I bleed on my bed. Is this my life? Something was wrong with me. I pray for you to suffer. You taught me to hate. I suffocate. Go under. Just once could I have a different life where I can sleep closing both my eyes. This is a thing too I always wonder is whenever you see people in interviews, they always seem put together. You know, they have their media team and all this stuff. And if we talked to John or saw an interview, he'd be a smile. He'd be like, yeah, you know, I wrote this lyrics when I was in a rough time. And sometimes I want to like ask John or these artists, like, is this actually how you feel? Like, is this an exaggeration or actually how you feel? Because if this is how you feel, you know, I want to talk to you. Like, I want to, because this is how I feel sometimes. And it's like, I just want to know that this is not an exaggeration, that somebody like you that I look up to or just admire, you know, or respect. I'm hoping that someone who's got somewhere also feels sometimes the way I feel, you know? And I hope you're happy wherever you are. Why is this my life? All right, this was Fight the Fury, My Demons. Now, this was awesome, and make sure you click right here to continue our John Cooper Skillet Fight the Fury journey. All right, see you in the next episode.